Welcome to the PharmaSource podcast. In this episode, we speak to David Gonzalez, Head of API Commercial at Polpharma, about their new hybrid business model. Polpharma is a Poland-based pharmaceutical manufacturer with over 70 years' experience in offering prescription drugs and generic APIs. David explains how they've invested in expanding manufacturing capabilities so they can now offer contract development and manufacturing alongside their existing services. I hope you enjoy the interview.
David, a very warm welcome to the PharmaSource podcast. Maybe you could start by saying a bit about you and a bit about Polpharma.
So thank you, Chris, very much for inviting me to this show. I'm a Spanish national biochemist, but with more than 20 years in this API industry. I've been working in different companies. Most of my time I've been in Teva API, but also I was the global head of marketing and sales for Glenmark API before moving to Polpharma 3.5 years ago. Polpharma is one of the leading companies in Central Eastern Europe, and basically also has a very promising and steady growth API business. This business has been here for 70 years, but we have seen in the last 4 years specifically, it has been redefined as a business unit, and now it's really having a lot of focus from the management in order just to grow, in order just to extend.
Tell us a bit more about the offering. What makes Polpharma unique for your customers and your prospective customers?
I think that what we're really trying just to focus and specialize is in providing a unique customer service. Just to look for the satisfaction of the customer through the entire customer journey. And so far, I think that we are getting great results into it because our customers are quite satisfied with us. Other point I would just like to highlight is our business model, because we are just moving into a hybrid business model. We are just a generic API. We have been supplying for so many years, 70 years in the market, but also we are moving towards a CDMO business model when we are just targeting. Today we are in the first phase and we are targeting companies that are having no API experience, and we are able just to develop everything from preclinical to phase 1, phase 2 products for them. So that's really promising, and also we are just seeing that there is a very warm welcome in the market, because basically it's we are, I'm not going to say the only, but one of the very few companies in the central eastern part of Europe that can provide such services. And these services is really what it is different. You know that in we are having all the quality, all the standards are full European. But of course, the cost base is quite different, which is also making customers quite happy in this sense.
That's a really important theme I think you've touched on there. Obviously, Polpharma, very, very well-known brand. You've been doing what you do for a long time in that API field, but obviously the transition to CDMO service is obviously a very exciting journey. How's that going?
It's going because it's like we define a roadmap. And in 2021, we just defined the strategy to move ahead, and we are just having big investments. We are just investing more than 40 million euros in order just to specifically grow different technologies. We are growing cryogenic technologies. We are just today, in fact, in October, we are decommissioning one of the Kilo Lab, which is allowing us to enter into the high potent product with OEB5 combination. We are building, and it will be finished by the mid of next year, another OEB6 plant, Kilo Lab, which is going to allow us really just to go to ATCs and very high potent molecules. And also we are entering into the oligonucleotides space. We will be also developing our first new oligonucleotides. So a lot of investment in new technologies and a lot of investment also in new people, because we are really growing a lot.
Yeah, that's great. What are the products and services that you are most excited about showcasing to the market this year?
So we are having the hybrid model means that we are having two different kinds of products. Of course, the services of CDMO. As I said, this is our focus in the last years. We have been really expanding, and it's really very nice to hear how customers are really receiving our offer. On the other side, also generics. We are also adding a lot of new generics to the basket. Next year, we are expecting to file 4 to 5 generics in the US, which is quite impressive number for an European API company. And we are also moving into the high potent space. You are having new onco product. We're having a lot of new product that it's good to introduce.
Yeah, that's great. I'm sure you've got a busy few days ahead in Barcelona. Final question, David. One industry trend that you would highlight that maybe our PharmaSource listeners should be aware of going into 24 and why?
The change in the paradigm of the vertical integration. So what does it mean? It's like we are seeing that in these few months, many back integrated companies, you know, that back integration has been basically backbone of pharmaceutical industry for the last years. But we are seeing that this model is changing. We see that the companies we were having a very strong back integration with a very strong API business units start selling these units, and they want to sell these units or well to private equity to just to transform them in independent companies. So we just see recently the case of Glemma, how Glemma Life Sciences got sold, but we are seeing that now how Viatris, the Xmilan API, also it's been sold. Teva API is for sale, Aerovindo, Alchem, Lupin, many companies started just doing the same, and they were really masters on the back integration, which means that at the end of the day, this business model is transforming. And basically what it was before, that back integration was giving you a lot of advantage. What we just see is that you need to be really good in the product that you're doing. Doesn't mean that you need to do many products, but focus on the product and be really good in what you're doing there.
And Polpharma will be exhibiting at CPHI Barcelona at stand 5H49. You can find out more on their website, polpharma.pl. Finally, we're excited to tell you about PartnerMatch, which is a brand new service from us at PharmaSource. PartnerMatch is a new online meeting platform designed to be the most targeted, efficient, and sustainable way to connect with pre-approved partners in key areas such as APIs, packaging, supply chain, contract manufacturing, and CROs. We believe that by creating better, faster matches, PartnerMatch can directly contribute to accelerating the rollout of groundbreaking therapies. Get involved by heading to pharmasource.global/partnermatch. Thank you for listening.